Okay, so here's another episode of What's in the Box. It's right here. I haven't looked what's inside, I just opened it. So let's check it out. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. So this is, I just got recently, I think the guy accepted my offer. I think it was like $5, honestly. It's a sealed Game Boy Advance Road Rash jailbreak. Seems like back then all those games in the 90s were like, had to be in your face or something, or with attitude. But yeah, this is sealed. Just I never had a sealed one, so I think just got it for that, just for the kicks. It's like Road Rash. If you don't know Road Rash, basically you're driving, you're hitting your opponent. It's a classic, it's a classic game from Electronic Arts. So mainly used to be seen as Sega. So I think it's like in the Sega Genesis and also the Game Gear, but it also came out in the Game Boy Advance. So it's glad to have something a little different. I don't buy really sealed games unless like person's basically giving them away. But yeah, just got it. But most likely I will buy the game open. So that's one. So here's like the box on the side, so you guys see where I'm opening. So, oh yeah, here it is. Kenzo. So from PlayStation. So I have been going on this little ride at PlayStation 2, getting pretty cheap games. I think it's like $5. I think there's some damage. That's like the damage right there. You guys can tell. This is interesting little game. I do like these, like little I don't know what you call them. What type of games are these? This is like a, I don't know. It's an action, all new crowd engine, real time combat action. It's like almost like a, I guess like a, is it like a hack and slash? I don't know how to explain these. But this is number 3, so I believe I have 1 and 2. But game complete. I don't. Oh yeah, it came also with a little registration card. So it's interesting. I guess you kind of move your units to attack. It's like a battle screen. I don't know. I mean, this is like combat battle. I don't know what you call this game. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comment what type of gameplay this is called. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I guess it's action strategy. I guess that's what you call it. I don't know. Yeah, but it's fun. It's just basically combat. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what is it called? It's just all this game. It's just eluding me right now. Like Command and Conquer, I guess. Kind of like that. Yeah, it's interesting little game. It's fun. It's still fairly cheap. I mean, for $5, yeah, why not? I'll pick it. This is the other one I got. Quake 3 Revolution. It's just, Quake game. It's a boomer shooter. So it shouldn't really change that much. I haven't played this one at all because I didn't have a PlayStation 2 growing up. I had the Xbox 360 or the original Xbox. So this actually should be, looks fun. It's just like looks like a boomer shooter. Nothing special. But these are fun. I had the registration card as well, so not bad. For $5 as well, they took the offer, $5. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Typical Quake. It's just fun, just running around, shooting stuff, collecting stuff, power-ups. So you got your health, your armor, typical. Then you got your attack, your melee. Well, not melee, but I guess you got melee. You got also your grenade launchers, your railgun, your rocket launchers. So it's just fun going around exploding stuff. So it should be fun. You know your enemies as usual, their weaknesses or armors. So there's a Doom human. Cool. It looks pretty good. I'll try it out. It should be fun. I should complete this one. So those are 2 more added. And this one actually was fairly clean. I don't see any damages, so might have a little smudge in the back, but that's about it. That's good. Oh yeah, so anybody who's gonna follow me knows I've been on a kick for like the Sega Saturn stuff. So I got Busted Moves 2. The case isn't good, but you can actually buy replacement cases. Everything else is original. The art, the manual. Anybody who's played Busted Move, it doesn't change that much. I believe there's like 106 levels. There might be more. I'm not sure, and I can check. So this is why I'm opening it that way, because the hinges are broken. So yeah, let's see if I can check out the manual without ripping it apart. Yeah, but we're able to do it. Okay, so that's why I got it fairly cheap, this one. So it's fairly cheap to get the replacement pieces. That's kind of one way you can save on the Sega Saturn. Just get the original and just replace them. So this one, I don't believe it came. Did it come with a registration card? No, it didn't. So it was a little bit lower than other ones. A little that I've been looking up. But it's just a puzzle game. That's another like genre, like is the puzzle games. So and pretty straightforward. I mean, you can play this almost on any system, right? Definitely on the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure it came on even more systems as well. But yeah, it's just fun. It's just a fun little puzzle game. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how many levels there are. Yeah, but there should be like 100 and something levels, if I remember correctly. But you can go through them pretty fast. Some, I guess towards the end it gets a little bit more difficult. Saves data, first 30th screen. That has been edited. Okay, so I guess you can save your data. Okay, that's interesting. Too bad it just didn't come with a registration card. This is Busted Move. So this is a back. Did come with this. Just keep looking for the 100% games. Reflex 3 matches. 2. You can play obviously co-op. You can play with someone else and be challenging them. It's 2-player action. Okay. You know, obviously against the computer. 100% addictive, of course it is. Just you can also, oh, I didn't know that you can create your own levels. I had no idea. That's actually pretty innovative. Yeah, I just don't know how many levels there are, so I gotta really look into this. So addictive, it should be okay. So I just don't, I would believe it would tell you how many levels there are in Busted Move. But no. I thought I saw somewhere where it said 100 right now when I passed through it. Well, I remember that's 100 too, but what does it say the levels? Let's edit. Puzzle game. Yeah, it doesn't say. There's special bubbles. Star bubbles, metal bubbles, jam block. Also name entries you can put in your where you're gonna, I guess, save your game. I guess your score. There's no one hard in practice. Pretty straightforward. I like that you can make your own. I didn't know you can make your own games. That's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like 100 something on levels, but I'll look at that up. If anybody wants to correct me on that, that's fine. But yeah, so that's basically Busted Move. Just gotta get a new case. But I got it. That's another way you can get like cheap Sega Saturn games. Let's see what else there is. Put this here. Oh yeah, this one. So many of you know I got the D-pad for the Sega Saturn that was specifically made for this game, but you can use it for like other racing games as well. for the analog. But I do have the one that says no resale for this one, and the Christmas one as well. But this is I was looking for the long case. So yeah, the 3D control pad. They also made this one for the Wii. I don't believe it came out on the GameCube, but on the Wii, yeah, they made another. There's another Knights. Which is interesting with the Wii remote. But this is actually developed exclusively for Sega Saturn by the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog. So he made this one as well. Pretty cool. There it is. The 3D control pad, that's what it's called. There it is, Knights. Looks nice. Looks like it's been played fairly well, you can tell. You can see. You can also tell these are Sega Saturn games because you'll see right here. In the little, where is it? Right there. So you see it. It kind of says right there, Sega Saturn. Very hard to read. You'll see on the back on the rim. And then there's this one. So there it is. Knights. Looks great. It's fine. We'll test it out. This one came out fine. This one does have the registration card. So it's there it is. I think the goal here is not so much beating the game, it's like collecting as much as it's more like a collectathon, I believe. But I'll play it out. I never really played it. Game goal. For each stage in Knights, you need to collect 20 blue chips and take them to the Idea Capture. Both blue chips and Idea Capture are pictured to the right. So as you collect these chips and drop them off. Once the Idea Capture disappears, return to the Idea Palace to go to the next stage. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. So you basically collect these 20 chips, drop them off, and then exit the stage. Button A, B, or C when walking, grab item, D-pad direction or D-pad to loop around the items, ring past D-pad and ring direction. Okay, so I'm assuming, how do you capture these? Ring pass, you just go through the rings? I don't know, I'll test it out. You can also grab minions, drill attack, aerobat. Okay, so you can fly. So I guess there's different characters. Elliot. Okay. Oh, okay, so there's more than one character, right? I don't know, maybe there's only one character. I haven't played it, but I thought there's more than one character. So these look like to be the enemies. Tells you how you can play it with a regular D-pad. So you can play this with a regular D-pad. That makes sense. That's why the LNR don't function with the 3D D-pad. Seems they're not analog, but you actually use them in the actual controller. So standard controller. Back view. Oh, maybe you can. I'm wrong then. So when I read it, the D-pad, supposedly the left and right are not D-pads. Or maybe when you use standard mode, you can use them. That's it. I gotta play it out. I gotta see how you play this game. Because you can play standard mode, which is basically the D-pad and the buttons and the X, Y, and Z, or analog. You just use the analog. It's basically like a nub analog stick. That's interesting. So I wish these were colored, but I guess for cost efficiency. Okay. So these are the minions. I guess these are the bad guys. It's interesting. Color chips, power loops, star chips, rings. So this kind of explains to you the items. Paraloop. So yeah, it's interesting. This is the one that everybody says, even the creator of Super Mario says he wished he would have created this game. But this is actually from the creator from Sonic the Hedgehog. So producer, Sonic team, market associate. cool. Yeah, it's pretty good condition. So, yeah. So there we go. We finally have Nights into the Dream. It's interesting. It's nice. So that's all. So it's gonna be Custom Moves 2, Nights into Dream, Quake Revolution, Kenzen 3, and Road Rash for the Game Boy Advance. So hope you like this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. As always, subscribe, like, click that bell up there, and I'll see you in the next one. What's in the box? Take care. Bye bye.